Tom Peterson's, Oregon's largest TV, stereo, and appliance store, and now furniture, too, at 82nd and Southeast Foster Road. And by Marv Tonkin Ford, where you're number one. And a good Saturday evening again to you all. I'm Frank Bonham. Glad to have you aboard for Portland Wrestling. The next 90 minutes, we're going to have it wild. For baseball fans, particularly those in youth baseball, a regular clinic in the Coach's Corner at the big 11th annual Pete Ward Baseball Clinic. Now, you're going to be walking in on this one. Too late to get the early tickets, but it's at Lewis and Clark College tomorrow, and the two big stars, Willie Stargell of the Pirates and Tommy John of the New York Yankees, be on hand, among others, Jack Riley from OSU, Tom Trebelhorn of the Portland Beavers, and all in a good cause. And I tell you, you'll learn a lot about baseball tomorrow. Those of you especially in youth baseball at Lewis and Clark College, starting at noon. I'd be there a little bit earlier than that. Pete Ward's 11th baseball clinic. Be right back. Right now we're going to have our first of Tom Peterson's message for tonight, the Winter Parade of Televisions.
At Tom Peterson, it's our Winter Parade of Color TVs, as advertised this week in TV Click. You can choose from the foremost asked-for TV brands in America at Tom Peterson's, all at one special price. Your choice for 19-inch RCA, Zenith, GE, or Magnavox, only $3.99. Choose this RCA, $3.99. Choose this Zenith, $3.99. Choose this GE, $399, or choose this Magnavox, $3.99. Now that's Tom Peterson.
I won't necessarily say that you will make the greatest buy of all time on any particular set that you want at Tom Peterson, but I'll say that there's a 99% chance that you will, and that you're foolish if you don't go there and check out what you want to see, or check out his selection before you do buy color TVs, especially right now with this big super thing going on. A lot of brand names, the great ones. Same with video cassette recorders. Some super buys going on. Here's one of them right now.
At Tom Peterson's, as advertised in TV Guide this week. Free with every video recorder. Free membership in our movie club. Free blank tapes. Free movie rental. And at Tom Peterson's, we carry the top video brands in America. RCA, Zenith, Hitachi, Panasonic, Toshiba, JVC, Sanyo. And right now, you can buy this Sanyo video recorder for $5.95 and get all of this free. If you prefer monthly terms, only $29.75. Buys this Sanyo video recorder. That's Tom Peterson's.
We'll march to the ring for one of the combatants in our first group. And I'll tell you tonight, we've got the squealers out. So you're going to be hearing some different sounds. It all started, I think, with Rick Martel and Roddy Piper, that we got the rock and roll bubblegum squealers. And I think you can hear some of the screeching in the background now. A little different noise than usually heard at professional wrestling, but glad to have the young people interested in it and turning out, and they are. Another good crowd on hand. Buddy Rose is not here. He is on a 2-week suspension. I'll tell you more about that later.
Gentlemen, the first event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 230 pounds from Louisiana, Matt Allen. Mike Allen. His opponent in this corner, 236 pounds from Milwaukee, Matt Borne.
Playboy Buddy Rose is on suspension. He threw the belt off the bridge last Sunday. I happened to be with him. I went along to cover, and I'll tell you, it was wild. Had I believed it would have gotten a reaction, it did. Big traffic tie-up on the bridge. Many cars parked alongside. He heaved it over. He pulled up in a limousine, got out, and I'll tell you, I'm glad it didn't hang around too long. A lot of people didn't like the idea, including the commission, to put him on suspension. It's costing him thousands of dollars, I tell you, not being able to wrestle. And they say, I believe it's the promoter has said he's going to have to put up the money for a new belt, to finance a new belt, and that'll be a lot of money spent. Mike Allen in against Matt Borne. Matt, of course, the son of tough Tony Borne. Are they into the ropes? No, they are not. They are still flailing away. That heavyweight championship belt, of course, symbolic of the Pacific Northwest title. Good crowd on hand, not a sellout crowd. Not a turnaway, but there is a dandy one on hand. Oliver and the Destroyer going after the tag team title of Youngblood and Lightfoot tonight. That's the main event that's drawing them in. Side headlock being worked on, Matt Borne. And I do hope those screamers, like I say, I appreciate young fans being out, but I hope those throats go a little raw before very long. I couldn't live like that. Matt Borne, and he's become a dandy in a little over a year. He broke in around Christmas time. Became a professional wrestler right in this ring. He's done well. He and Buzzsaw Sawyer teamed up back east, held the Mid-Atlantic States Tag Team Championship for a number of months. He, of course, has been around the wrestling world since he was just a little kid, and makes me age to think about it, but I remember those days when Matt was a little kid running around the Armory halls downtown. Whew. That's been a while ago. Hammerlock, Mike Allen. And bridging to his feet, Matt Borne against the hold. And snapmare for the escape. Side headlock, Mike Allen. He is lifted and dropped down. I think he caught the knee there. Sit out backbreaker. They're into it on the ropes. And the break is clean. A lot of exciting things coming up. Some new faces be in town. Before very long, a face you've seen before, but a man that has to be seen to be believed. Andre the Giant. Coming in before too long. Coming in late winter, early spring. With a hammerlock. Matt Borne. Way up in the air, down with the knee drop to the hammerlock on Mike Allen by Matt Borne. First match of the evening. Glad to have you with us. Ticket availability. The next midweek show is not this coming week, but the following week. That's the last week of the month, I believe. Well, whenever you want tickets, 289-4222 in Portland, 289-4222. Or you come out Sunday. Into the corner goes Mike Allen. Come out Sunday to the flea market here at the Portland Sports Arena. Understand it's kind of a special one tomorrow. Tickets always available from Mark Owen over at the concession stand. Come out tomorrow, get tickets for next Saturday's card. The next Saturday, you'll be able to come out and get them for the Tuesday card following. That's the way the tickets work. And that is, incidentally, the only way you can get tickets here in Portland. Down at Salem, you can get them at Stevens & Son. At Eugene, 345-9717, 345-9717. In Roseburg, Howard's Menswear, Albany, Vince Barrett's, some of the other places you get tickets out of town. They lock up. Into the ropes. Sandy Barr moves in, says, let's have a break. Cautious, but they break cleanly. Tie up again, middle of the ring, to the arm bar. Matt Borne and Mike Ellen. Those of you tuned in late, wondering, yes, Buddy Rose did indeed throw the championship belt of the Pacific Northwest that he snatched away from one Jay Youngblood. Jay Youngblood is the champion, but he's beltless at this time. He got thrown off the Fremont Bridge with a few hundred people looking on. He's been put on suspension. At least his bookings were canceled for nearly about a 2-week period. Buddy Rose, that is. So he is not here. Not sure off where he is off commiserating, but he's off somewhere he's not working. And he's losing thousands of dollars, of course. Into the crowd, no. Into the turnbuckle. It looked like Allen was going to get it. He ducked low, and Borne went flying into the top turnbuckle. Armbar by Allen on Borne, turned over and working it. Works it again. The elbow smash, side of the head by Borne. Was not really stiff. Didn't really hit him good with it. And he's able to hold on to the arm. Mike Ellen working the arm bar. Knee drop coming up, yes. Driving it into the bicep muscle. Mike Ellen working the arm bar on Matt Borne. Still working it. Into the turnbuckle, yes. The left shoulder, Matt Borne hard into the turnbuckle. Picked up with the arm bar again. Allen going to give it to him one more time. The near neutral corner. Kick to the midsection on Allen. Didn't sting him good enough to get him off. He's going to go for the whip. He's whipped on the reverse. Allen into the corner on the reverse whip. Elbow smash. That one creamed him. Woof. Popped him good. And again, Allen decked in the middle of the ring with the elbow smash. Perfectly legal blow. Going to go for the suplex. Yes. Way up in the air and down. Suplex drop. Called a suplex. Covered with a body press, and Allen's not going to get up from that one. Matt Borne.
In 9 minutes and 45 seconds, the winner, Matt Borne.
We're going to show you where all the wrestling towns are coming up. We do want to mention, however, that somewhere in the crowd here, and I'm not just sure where it is, the winner, Matt Borne. Congratulations for Mike Ellen. A group from Portland called the Saul Stern AZA number 65. Saul Stern AZA number 65, and Kent, one of my old buddies, tells me about that one every year, and this time one of the kids came up, and I want to thank them for letting me know that they were on hand somewhere here in the crowd. And quickly, before we take a look at the towns, I want to remind you or tell you about the 3rd annual Al Cater Shriners. They're bowling again for the benefit of the hospital, the Shrine Hospital. Of course, their motto, use your legs to bowl and help a crippled child to walk. And an interesting thing about this particular one is that the who of it, the reason they do it, or rather the why, it's for the extra things for the kids that's not covered in a hospital budget. So there are a lot of neat things that the kids receive out of this throughout the year. It's at Timber Lanes next Saturday and Sunday, and I hope to be there myself. Not sure yet, but hope to be there about 10 o'clock Sunday morning, and hope some of the wrestlers will be on hand, bowling for the crippled kids from Al Cater. All right, talking about wrestlers and wrestling, we're going to go to the board here momentarily, I think. I will put that away slowly so as not have the director out here screaming and hitting me on the head, and telling you about where the action that is coming up. Now, tomorrow in Chehalis, Washington, one of the great evergreen state cities for wrestling, Chehalis, Washington. Monday at Albany, it's at South Albany High School is where the action is. Tuesday, Johnny Boyd in a big one trying to get some revenge in Roseburg at the fairgrounds. Now, Thursday, there's another big one being held. There's going to be a 6-manner down there at the theater. Friday in Eugene at the Lane County Fairgrounds. Next Saturday back here in Portland, and a week from tomorrow at Tillicum. So a lot of wrestling action coming up. We'll be right back. We're going to hear from Ellen Tonkin from Marv Tonkin Ford.
It's auto show time this next week in the Memorial Coliseum, and every dealer in the 4 metro Portland counties will be there. There'll be more than 600 cars to see and buy, and I promise you this, Marv Tonkin Ford will outdeal them all. We'll make the auto show deal of the year with the highest trade-ins yet, plus the lowest interest in the land, as low as 12% on some cars and never more than 14.35. And for the first time at any auto show, Marv Tonkin Ford will make your first month's car payment for you. Now that means 2.5 months, 75 days without any car payment. Now that's car-free driving. For example, on this 1981 Ford Granada, you'll pay only $157.84 a month. But in addition to the deal you made, we'll pick up that first payment for you. Now, your present car will probably make the down payment, so if you can't wait for the auto show, come see us tomorrow.
Where you are #1. Not powder cleanser again. It's so hard to rinse. The grit. I can't scrub all day with your disinfectant cleaner. Cool it. Comet Liquid?
New Comet Liquid. Cleans tough dirt better than disinfectant cleaners, rinses better than powders, disinfects too.
Really clean and feels smooth. Now about the sinks.
New Comet Liquid. It's the bathroom cleaning solution.
Well, one of these days, the cast will come off and the Dutchman will be flying again. Until then, we'll just say, Dutch Savage, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to thank you very much, Frank. For the information of the fans here in the arena, the latter part of February, on February the 23rd, one of the biggest attractions in the professional wrestling world, Andre the Giant, will make his venture out here to the Pacific Northwest. He starts February the 23rd, and he'll be here for 10 days. So the people that are involved, when we start announcing the towns, you better pay attention. This coming Sunday, that's tomorrow night at 7 p.m., WF West High School in Chehalis is sponsoring a super big card. Jay Youngblood's in the main event up there, and everybody else will be there. Monday night, a special card. I'm going to be down to that one at Albany, Oregon, and we're going to be, ladies and gentlemen, at South Albany High School. That's South Albany High School, Monday night, Albany, Oregon. Roseburg on Tuesday, big show at the fairgrounds. The shootout in Seattle on Wednesday, Salem Thursday, the Lane County Fairgrounds, Eugene and Portland on Friday, Portland Saturday, and then Sunday, special card for the Cub Scouts up in Tillicum, Washington, the Tillicum Armory. I want to thank Jan for the steelhead. I want to say something very nice to somebody very special in my life. Good night, Willa. And Frank, as usual, you did an amicable job of holding that microphone.
You bet. I do my research. Dutch Savage. A reminder, too, it's a 3-man tag match at Salem on Thursday night, and it is at the theater. And I forgot to tell you when talking about the bowling, all that happens at Timber Lanes. Right now, a little tag team. I think I get the tag up with Tom on this one. It's words about Tom Peterson and some great buys.
As advertised on the back page of TV Click, new from Zenith, a 100% Zenith audio system. You save $200, only $699. You get this Zenith receiver, this Zenith cassette deck with Dolby, this Zenith belt drive turntable, the Zenith Allegro speakers, plus a stereo rack with glass door, all for only $699. And there's only one place to buy it. That's Tom Peterson's.
When we talk about items in Tom Peterson, we frequently, very frequently, talk about brand names because you as consumers and buyers come in asking about brand names. Zenith is one of the names most asked about and most sought after. Well, now stereo. Console stereo, Zenith, from the turntable to the tweeter. And now you can save $200 on it. Great sound, looks great, all Zenith at Tom Peterson's.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 244 pounds from Australia, Kangaroo Jonathan Boyd. His opponent in this corner, 238 pounds from New Mexico, J. Youngblood Sr.
Kangaroo, the Lord, if you will, against the Chief. J. Youngblood Sr. Called by many of us the Chief. He is one, first of all, and second of all, to distinguish from the other J. Youngblood. That is Junior. Now, we are going to see a couple of greats in action here. Kangaroo has spent more time on the international circuit. Chief Youngblood has been around the world a few times himself, but primarily likes to stay in the Southwest. He didn't like to stray too far from home. He worked New Mexico, Texas, a lot in that area. A wrist lock and escape from it, right back to the arm bar. A takedown and to a leg lock by the Roo, the Royal Roo, Lord Jonathan Boyd. He's got some getting even to do, and he's on his way to doing it here in the next couple of weeks. Armbar turned over and again. Armbar, Royal Roo on Chief Youngblood. The Youngbloods, along with Lightman Joe Lightfoot, are kind of going after the white man, if you will. Boyd, Rose, when he's around. Rose not around for a week or two, serving a suspension, had his bookings canceled after last Sunday's scene of throwing the championship belt off the bridge. Heard some of the folks at KEX talking about it. Quite a bit of interest. A couple TV stations were on hand. And I understand Buddy Rose himself has purchased some of the footage of that happening up on the bridge. I was there with him. He can attest to the fact there were hundreds and hundreds of people around. And a few of them would have just as soon tossed him off as not. Thank the Lord that didn't happen. And I understand he bought some footage from some cameraman, and sometime we're going to be seeing that in the near future. The Chief with the head scissors on Boyd. Boyd turning around, straight up, flips out of it. And he's tripped right back down again. Leg lock. Toe hold, actually, being put on by the Chief. Just to the left side of your bar, or left side of your picture, Sandy Barr, he was. They got Larry Need out in the bus tonight. Going to have him for a couple weeks in a row. Always glad to have him. Things roll smoothly, if quickly, when he's around. And the Kangaroo with the leg lock on Chief Youngblood. A couple of special things we talked about at Timberlane's Bowling for the El Cater Shrine and the Children's Hospital next Saturday and Sunday. And on Sunday, I hope to be there at Timberlane's myself. And then tomorrow is Pete Ward's 11th annual baseball clinic, one of the best in the country. Willie Stargell, Tommy John, the big stars on that one. Judo chop. Top of the head on the Chief. Middle of the ring, they lock up side headlock. Youngblood on Boyd. Grinding down on it. And again.
Gone.
Boyd going to make a move and does. Escapes and reverses. The top wrist lock and the takedown, but he just as quickly is caught in an escape and a reversal to the head scissors by Chief Youngblood. Johnny Boyd, foot on the rope. And the Chief broke it. When he saw it, Sandy Barr, I think, was going to say, you weren't out of the ring, wasn't going to allow it. The Chief broke it cleanly himself. Take up, rolling leg dive takedown, foot leg scissors by the Kangaroo. At that time, the Chief was able to get to the ropes, and Boyd made the break cleanly. Full Nelson on Youngblood by the Royal Roo. Chief Youngblood trying to work out of a full Nelson. And he does. Put the posterior back snappily into the stomach of Lord Jonathan Boyd. Momentarily knocking the air out of him and getting rid of the hold for sure. Top wrist lock. And Boyd's going to go to power out of it if he can. Just trying to muscle out of the top wrist lock. It's up on top. At this point, they are even. Moving and back into the ropes. And the break is clean. They lock up, go behind. This time it's the Chief
7 minutes gone.
with the full Nelson on Boyd and steps out of it. Able to get the knee up, reach for it. There's something about that. Johnny Eagles, first man I saw use that escape. Made it cleanly. Go behind, hammerlock. No, he didn't get to put it on. A quick snap elbow to the top of the head. Backed him off and lock up again. Middle of the ring. To the wing lock and up with it down on the mat. Boyd to a head scissors. Flail kicking out of it, the Chief. Couple of masters of the ring, and they're showing not only a lot of holds and a lot of moves, but they're showing the equity with which they should be ranked. Pretty equal in ability. Back and forth they go. Youngblood, the Chief, with the head scissors. on the Kangaroo. Trying to escape and come up with a figure four leg lock and does. Boyd with the figure four on the Chief. Second match of the evening. A lot of folks across the way there are now at home. By the time this is replayed, watching themselves. We videotape starting at 8:30, plays back at 11, just 2.5-hour tape delay. And a lot of the folks like to watch and get home in time to see themselves on the tube.
3 minutes remaining.
And a lot of them get a chance to make it home on Larry Neitz, our director, for the opening of the show. I do believe that the Chief has the upper foot right now. He's caught in that figure four, but he loosens it. You saw it come loose as he had the side headlock on Johnny Boyd. Headlock from behind by Youngblood. And he's taken over the top like a snapmare. Flail kicked out of a body press. Both wrestlers up and circling. Sandy Barr, third man in the ring, looking on. Body slam. The Chief hits the mat, covered with a body press, takes a count of 2 before he flail kicks out of it. Pair men very equal in their ability and equal in their reputations. Go behind, roll up. Has he got the pin? He cannot from this position, I don't think,
1 minute.
keep both shoulders down. He's trying to, though. And it's into the ropes. I think Johnny Boyd also figured he could not pin him with the hold as he had it put on, so he left him up, let him up anyway. Went for the leg dive, but got caught. They're into the ropes. The break is called for again, and they're both being cautious on it. Oh, a little, oh, uh-oh.
30 seconds.
Anger's flare. Anger's flare. We've had a pretty good match. And they both push off a little bit. Coming off the ropes.
15 seconds.
A knee lift to Boyd. He's up, and now the fists have come out. Chop at the bell. Boyd back at him. It's a time limit draw.
Time limit
We have
draw.
a flaring of the tempers. We'll see if they cool down a little bit. Now we would hope so, too. Of the fine wrestlers of the world, not only just the United States. Chief Youngblood, the first one say, okay, shall we put it behind us and forget it? They do, and we're glad. It is a time limit draw between Lord Jonathan Boyd and J. Youngblood Sr., otherwise known as the Chief. We're going to be right back. First, we are going to hear from Alan Tonkin as he tells us about some of the great buys this weekend out there in Northeast Portland, 122nd and Halsey, at Marv Tonkin Ford, of course. That is where you son of a gun, you're number one.
Hi, Al Tonga. This time to show you a few of the scores automobiles we have on sale for you this weekend for less than $2,000. Now, believe me, if you're looking for a really low-cost transportation, 122nd and Halsey is the place for you tomorrow. For example, can you imagine a 4x4 for less than $2,000? Well, this 1973 International, a lot of places ask $3,100. Our Tonkin price was $2,222. Tomorrow, drive it away for $1,859. And this 1975 Monza, it's a Chevy, two-door, four-speed, good price would be $2,700. Our price was $2,199. Tonight on TV, $1,871. And this 1975 Pontiac Astra, it's a three-door, nice little rig. Usual price should be $2,400. Tonkin price was $1,999. Tonight's special price, $1,755. And this really nice rig, 1970 F-250 pickup, it's a great buy for $23.99, but our Tonkin price was actually less, $21.99. Now tonight, $1,877. And here, if you're looking for truly low-cost transportation, this 1973 Pontiac Le Mans is our buy of the week. Auto, power steering, tilt wheel, air. Should bring $18.99. Our price was $13.99. First come tomorrow, $10.95. Now, as I said, these are but 5 of the really great selection of exceptional used car bargains in workable transportation, so get with us early as you can tomorrow. That's at Marv Tonkin Ford. That's the family Ford store where you're number one.
In a limousine from Executive Limousine last Sunday, I was there on top of the Fremont Bridge. Buddy Rose, these two fellows were there. The belt went over, and I hear that Don Owen has levied a $2,500 fine on Buddy Rose to buy a new belt.
You can call it a fine, or you can call it replacing the belt. The belt is an expensive belt. It had to be replaced, but Buddy Rose is one step ahead of Don Owens. I have a $2,500 check right here from the Playboy. Is that what it says? $2,500. The Playboy's got money. He ain't worried about the money. Jay Youngblood will never wear the belt. That's what he was doing. So, the Playboy phoned me right before I come down here from Hawaii. He's over getting my beautiful suntan, resting his tired body. You know, he got a rough life. So, the belt will be paid for under one condition. Youngblood, Rose wants another match with you. If you want the belt, a new belt paid for, you have to give him another match. That's it.
You want, you know, he's got the check is here signed, but he's not going to give it to him until he gives him a match.
Say $2,500.
What it says,
That's
Buddy
what
Rose.
The Playboy wants. He paid for the new belt. He's not worried about it. He knows he threw the belt off. He knew he was going to have to pay for it, but he's one step ahead. He will be back. The Playboy's not going nowhere. He's got money. He's paid for the belt. So, Youngblood, you've got to give him another match, and the belt will be paid for. I will give this to Don Owens myself, and it'll all be paid off. I had a good time up on top of the bridge with a Rose as he threw it off. Everyone, we was up there strutting in that limousine from Executive Limousine. We just strolling around it by all the people. They just loved us when we threw it off. That was the most exciting thing that ever happened on the bridge, I believe.
And in a couple of weeks, we'll be seeing it. I understand Buddy Rose bought some film of that being done. Well, that's the word from the Destroyer and Oliver, the Army, while the General is off in Hawaii.
So the Playboy will be back. Don Owens is paid. The belt's forgotten about. But he wants another shot with Jay Youngblood. He will have to give him another one, or either the belt will not be paid for. That's it. That's the only way he'll do it.
Okay, that's it from the Destroyer and Rip Oliver speaking for Buddy Rose, who is missing, incidentally. Well, he's over in Hawaii. We know where he is now. He's basking in the sun and not taking it too bad. Tom Peterson and I are going to team up again, and something that has suddenly become very important to a lot of people, microwave ovens, if I'm correct, is what we're going to hear about right now. Here's Tom.
Tom Peterson won't let you buy a microwave just to heat coffee. As advertised in this week's issue of TV Guide magazine, you can buy this Sanyo microwave oven at Tom Peterson's special January price for only $188. And when you buy a microwave oven at Tom Peterson, you receive 8 free tickets for you and a friend to attend our free cooking schools. How to cook a full meal, meat, fish, and poultry, vegetables, desserts. And best of all, you can buy a microwave oven at Tom Peterson's for only $188.
There was an article in the paper recently about a fad that has become a convenience, maybe a necessity in a lot of homes, talking about microwave ovens. Tom Peterson certainly feels that way. You shouldn't use your microwave oven, or you shouldn't get one just to heat coffee. So he has the cooking school and, of course, the free tickets for you. And the selection of microwave ovens. A lot of different types, different features at Litton, Toshiba, Hot Point, Sanyo, among others. Only, though, remember, at Tom Peterson's. We'll be right back.
At today's gas prices, drivers are buying gas additives like never before. And the one they're buying most is the driver's edge, STP gas treatment. STP does more than just remove water. More than clean your carburetor. It keeps your carburetor clean to save you gas. That's the driver's edge. STP gas treatment. It does it all. That's why it outsells them all.
Well, it looks like the main event being brought your way again by Don Owen. At the request of the sponsors. Tag team championship action. Good-sized crowd on hand. A little short of a sellout, but a great crowd nonetheless. Don Owen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I guess Buddy Rhodes wasn't kidding about throwing the belt off of the bridge, because he really did it last Sunday. And that is the reason he is not working on this card, or he's been not working in any of the towns, and he isn't going to work until he comes up with that money to pay for another belt. All right, well, you better give it to me then. And we'll order another belt. The belt is only symbolic of the title, so Jay Youngblood is the champion whether he has the belt or not. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls are to a TV time limit for the Northwest Team Championship. Introducing in this corner the challengers, the Destroyer and Rip Oliver. They're the defending title holders in this corner, and the very popular favorites, Jay Youngblood and Indian Joe Lightfoot.
Not much question who the favorites are here at the Portland Sports Arena. The defending champions, Joe Lightfoot, Jay Youngblood. I've got to admit, though, they are in tough against the Destroyer and Rip Oliver. Both have held a number of championships in their time. Sandy Barr continues to be third man in the ring. Buddy Rose, I understand that the payment of that money will be eligible to return to the card next Saturday. That is my understanding. It's not official. Joe Lightfoot starting against the Destroyer. Side headlock. Joe Lightfoot on the Destroyer. Into the ropes. He's throwing off flying tackle. Destroyer goes down. And again. Flying, rolling head scissors. Lightfoot, sensational move on the Destroyer. escaping successfully the destroyer. He goes over to tell Oliver, he said, the man pulled on my mask. Meanwhile, the Indians say they want an inspection of the mask. Sandy Barr made a pretty good one. Pretty good check on that hood. Here comes Jay Youngblood in for Joe Lightfoot. Side headlock on the destroyer and grinding down on it. The finger between the two eye holes to keep that hold. Hip throw. Takedown by Youngblood on the destroyer. Naturally, it's a best 2 out of 3 falls to a TV time limit, which is pretty close to an hour. Oliver complaining that Jay Youngblood is a ne'er-do-well who cheated. It's the gold and black, gold lame, if you will, and black mask being worn by the destroyer tonight. Oh! The destroyer went down, diving underneath the flying tackle. Youngblood nailed him with an elbow drop. Way up, down, go behind, and a sit-out backbreaker. The destroyer had the move made on him rather than vice versa. Side headlock, hip throw for the takedown. Youngblood with the hold on the masked man, the destroyer. Buddy Rose has written a $2,500 check to replace that belt that he threw off the Fremont Bridge. But word is he will not give it to Don Owen until he is matched with Youngblood for a title shot. In other words, he said Youngblood never wore the old belt. He'll never get to wear the new belt because I'll beat him. That is his thinking on the matter, at any rate. Joe Lightfoot, side headlock on the destroyer. Rip Oliver hasn't gotten in there yet. That was almost a flying body press put in with a flying tackle. Judo chop. Top of the head, the tag. Youngblood is going to come in. Are they going to double team? They are. Quadruple judo chop. They both chopped with both hands. Jay Youngblood. Oh! A reverse sit-out backbreaker. He had him toward him instead of his back toward him. They were belly to belly. And he dropped him on the knee. Reverse sit-out backbreaker. First time I think I've ever seen it. Side headlock. Jay Youngblood grinding down. Coming right toward the camera. Flying tackle. And the destroyer got his head down. And Sandy Barr immediately checks that mask. But it apparently was legal. Nothing, no foreign article in the mask. He just got him with a headbutt. to the midsection. Oliver's in for the first time. Oliver, not called a ripper for nothing. He can rip an opponent apart, especially when he gets him hurt. 1, 2, flail kick out. Youngblood in taking a punishment from Oliver. Hip throw for the takedown. Side headlock. Youngblood trying to get over to tag his partner, Joe Lightfoot. The Destroyer comes in. He is chased out. Youngblood brought back toward the corner by Oliver of the team of Oliver and the Destroyer. Camera saw it. You saw it plainly. Oliver, as he was being tossed off that headlock, grabbed the hair. See it again. But expertly hidden from the referee. Hip throw for the takedown. We want Jay, the cry of the crowd. Talking about the crowd, they were yelling it down at Corvallis Saturday afternoon. We're number 1, and the Orange Express certainly is. Our congratulations. The Oregon State University basketball team, Coach Ralph Miller. And incidentally, Darrell Awney from KEX, who does such a great job.
9 minutes.
The radio broadcast of the Beavers. Flail kick and a strong one by Youngblood. He nails the Destroyer up above, after down below. Turnbuckle treatment. The Destroyer in for Oliver. Catches a judo chop. Kick out of the corner. Another chop. Youngblood got the Destroyer hurting, trying to move over. Catches one to the midsection, trying to get over. Headbutt. And that dropped Youngblood. Did not seem to do much harm to the Destroyer. Judo chop. Side headlock. And up in the air, suplex drop. Jay. Stunned from the suplex. And covered with a body press. And tag for 3. Rip Oliver and the Destroyer won. Fall up on the championship.
And 16 seconds.
All the fellows you've seen on the card tonight and others are going to be wrestling wherever there is wrestling coming up in the next week or so, and I'm going to tell you about that momentarily here. We will remind you where the wrestling's coming up. There's a lot of it going on. In about a month, maybe 5 weeks, I guess it would be. We'll be telling you then, too, about the towns, as we do every Saturday. But particularly, we'll be telling you about where Andre the Giant is going to be, because the big man is coming to town. 7.5 feet tall, over 200, or over 500, over 200. He's got legs that weigh 200. Over 500 pounds, and he's going to be around. Right now, a lot of great action, though. The Indians are on the warpath. The Youngbloods, along with Lightfoot, Oliver, and the Destroyer. There's Tonga John. Buzz Sawyer, of course, puts on A lot of action wherever he goes. So take note if wrestling's coming your way, and here's where it's going to come in the next week. And then we'll run down the week after. Chehalis tomorrow, 7 o'clock, WF West High School Gym. Monday at Albany, that's at the South Albany High School. Tuesday at Roseburg, a super card. Get to where that is later. Seattle on Wednesday, super card there. Thursday at Salem at the theater, and it's White Man versus the Indian there. The tag match, Indians trying to get even. Friday at Eugene, Lane County Fairgrounds, another gigantic card. Johnny Boyd getting revenge. Next Saturday back at Portland, Sunday in Tillicum. The following week, Medford, Salem, Eugene, and a Portland special. All coming up. So stay with us, won't you? We're going to be right back, but first we're going to hear from Marv Tonkin Ford and the fellow who does the talking. For Marv, here is Ellen Tonkin.
Hi, Al Tonkin for the final time tonight to remind you that there's no need to wait for your new car. Not right now and all through the auto show when you can have 75 days of car-free driving on any new 1981 Ford. But if it's a good late model used car you want, we'll take a look at these. This 1976 Dodge Dart 6-cylinder vinyl top power steering power brakes should bring $31.50. Our Tonkin price was $25.55. Tonight first come $23.79. And this 1978 Plymouth Fury, it's a 4-door auto power steering air, should be $35.59. Our Tonkin price was $29.99. First come from TV, $26.65. Or how about this 1975 Merc Monarch? As you can see, vinyl top, air, power, good price $2,600. Our price was $22.22. Tomorrow, drive it away for $18.60. That's at Marv Tonkin Ford, and that's the family Ford store where you, the customer, are number one.
The Royal Kangaroo, the Lord, Jonathan Boyd.
Okay, I know I've come up here week after week after these three grabbed me in a parking lot and beat the living daylights out of me. I've been trying to get a match with any one of the three here in Portland, Oregon. Everybody else in the Northwest knows how successful I've been. And up here in Portland, Oregon, the Army will not wrestle the Lord. They don't want to be humiliated on TV, and they don't want me to get them in a special because they know what's going to happen to them. You're right. On the 27th, on Tuesday the 27th, mark this on your calendar because I'm going to get one of the Army on that night. I've been promised one, and I don't care who it is. I know Rose hasn't got the guts, so it's got to be either Oliver or that masked guy that held me while Oliver punched my face in. Hey, I'm going to break your bloody nose, and no matter who it is, I'm going after your nose, friend. You made me look like this, and I got to look like this the rest of my life. And as I said, I don't get mad, I get even. And I'm going to get even with you. It's the last thing I do. Army. If that's what you call a bloody army, hey, I'm not going to stand up here and insult you to make you get in that ring because I'm using other means. I'm using the matchmakers, and they're going to make you get in. I'm going to get you one at a time, and I'll make sure you look like me. You can guarantee that.
That's a week from Tuesday. 1 week from Tuesday. Be back in a minute. Right now, it's time to hear again about some great weekends out at 82nd Southeast Foster. Tom Peterson, of course.
At Tom Peterson's is advertised in TV Guide this week. Free with every video recorder. Free membership in our movie club. Free blank tapes. Free movie rental. And at Tom Peterson's, we carry the top video brands in America. RCA, Zenith, Hitachi, Panasonic, Toshiba, JVC, Sanyo. And right now, you can buy this Sanyo video recorder for $5.95 and get all of this free. If you prefer monthly terms, only $29.75 buys this Sanyo video recorder. That's Tom Peterson's.
Video cassette recorders. Of course, you can record on them. You can play back, and it's something that I myself getting around to, going shopping probably this week for a VCR, and I'll do it at Tom Peterson's. One of the reasons I'll do it because of the great selection. Among others, they've got there the Hitachi, Zenith, RCA, Panasonic, Sanyo, Magnavox. I tell you, brand name, great brand names at Tom Peterson's. Also, he's got the Winter Parade of televisions on.
At Tom Peterson, it's our winter parade of color TVs, as advertised this week in TV Click. You can choose from the foremost asked-for TV brands in America at Tom Peterson's, all at one special price. Your choice for 19-inch RCA, Zenith, GE, or Magnavox, only $399. Choose this RCA, $399. Choose this Zenith, $399. Choose this GE, $399, or choose this Magnavox, $399. Now that's Tom Peterson.
Doing your own painting must be tough. Oh, I don't mind. Besides, the price is right.
Dad, Joey stopped at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, boy, I'm starved. Why not burgers?
I'd just rather have my family eating a meal of good, wholesome chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken and all the fixins. This is how you feed a family right. At a price that makes good sense.
It's so nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
This is KPTV, Channel 12, Portland.
Second fall action for the tag team title of the Pacific Northwest. And there's that group we talked to you about before. Sal Stern, AZA. And I think that I've already forgotten the number of it. Glad to have that group with us. Jay Youngblood caught in a body lock. A bear hug body lock, AZA 68. Was that the number of that group? I think so. The Destroyer with Youngblood, who was punished and pinned for the first fall. And they're right back at him again. A tag. Oliver's in, and right back at the body lock, putting on the pressure. If you're just a new wrestling fan, wonder why Joe Lightfoot didn't start this fall. If Youngblood was in trouble, well, the reason is the rules call for the wrestler who finished the previous fall has to start the next fall. Well, the crowd wants Jay. They're trying to spur him on. Jay Youngblood, Rip Oliver in the ring. Youngblood's partner, Joe Lightfoot. Oliver's partner, the Destroyer. They are part of the Army, run by the General, Playboy Buddy Rose. Rose basking on the beaches of Hawaii as he suffers a suspension. He's been ordered to restore that belt that he threw off the Fremont Bridge last week. He's written a check for what Don Owen says would be the amount, $2,500, in a way of fine to make restitution for that belt. But he says he won't give up the check until a match is made between him and the current champion, Jay Youngblood. Little double teaming, a Destroyer with the knee over the second rope. They're going to the small of the back. Hurting it with forearm smashes now. Knee drop coming in, foot stomp. Check it. And back to the body lock, bear hug again. Well, no doubt who the crowd is for. Jay Youngblood now trying to slip his arms between he and Oliver. See if he can reverse it or escape. He runs Oliver into the corner, crashes him into the turnbuckle, goes to the wrong corner to tag. Going to the enemy corner, now heading for the far neutral corner. Jay cannot find his corner. Oliver belts Lightfoot down to the cement. And then takes Jay Youngblood out of tagging range. He's worked on him a while. Says, Destroyer, you come in and do your stuff now. Knee drop, small to the back, base of the spine. That's what they're working on now. That's what they have injured. Chinlock from behind. Sandy Barr keeps asking Youngblood, do you want to give it up? Do you want to quit? Do you want to submit? He has held out against it so far. Youngblood comes up underneath. Trip forward for the Destroyer. That's the Destroyer right back there, and now they are knee to knee and swinging away. And a headbutt is small to the back. A lot of faith in that headbutt. But the Destroyer holding Oliver off the top rope, banging, turning him over, trying to get him turned to a Boston Crab, and I don't see how he'll be able to last this one out. Especially with that small of the back hurting. This is a great deal of the time. Submission hold, well, that's one way. Joe Lightfoot in to interfere, and that breaks the hold. He got out without being disqualified. Whip into the corner. And a whip into the ropes. And again the body lock. A bear hug by Oliver. This is second fall action. Oliver and the Destroyer won the first fall. And Youngblood is in trouble now. And he has not been able to get over to partner Joe Lightfoot. Youngblood taking terrific beatings from both the Destroyer and Oliver, and holding out against it so far. Both shoulders are down. The count of two, he's able to get one off the mat. Oliver putting everything into it, trying to put him away. Youngblood rising back against it. Trying to get over for the tag. The Destroyer in gets the attention of the referee. But Oliver was able to get him back legally over into his own corner. So Youngblood unable to escape to tag out. He's whipped far neutral corner. The Destroyer goes in after him and goes over the top turnbuckle. Youngblood missed, and Youngblood's looking for the corner. Comes up with a chop on Oliver. The Destroyer's back in, and he is caught and cut short of the tag. Yes, there's the tag. Here comes Joe Lightfoot. Sit out backbreaker on the Destroyer. He tags out. Oliver's in. Lightfoot's waiting for him. He's going to put a backbreaker on him. He does. The sit out backbreaker. And they're going to do a little double teaming, I do believe. A double shot flying out of the corner. The pin on Oliver by Youngblood.
In 9 minutes and 57 seconds, the winners of the second fall, Jay Youngblood and Joe Lightfoot.
Oh. Well, it is all even, and we've got some more to go. So join us, won't you? Here's Alan Tonkin for Marv Tonkin Ford.
Hi, Al Tonkin here to thank you for the tremendous response which you brought to our offer of 75 days of car-free driving. The response was so great that we're making it a feature of this year's auto show, which opens Wednesday in the Coliseum. You see, all during the show, we'll not only give you the lowest interest rate in the land, as low as 12% annual percentage rate to be exact on Granadas, T-Birds, and Mustangs, but we'll pay your first monthly payment for you too. You see, you settle on the deal and the terms and the down payment, and you won't have any payment to make until late in March, and that's 75 days of car-free driving. Now take, for example, this 1981 Ford Mustang, one of the nicest cars in the land, and for example, you'll pay only $134.66 a month. And on top of your deal, well, we'll also pick up the first $134 payment. Now, we'll pick up that payment on any new Ford from tomorrow right on through the auto show. That's Marv Tonkin Ford only.
Right now, when you come into Winchell's, you can instantly win 1 donut.
Big deal.
You can also win 3 donuts.
Oh, whoopee.
Or you can instantly win a dozen donuts.
Now you're talking.
Or keep playing, and you can win up to $10,000.
10,000 bucks? 10,000 bucks?
Nothing to buy. Just pick up a game card at any Winchell's.
10,000 bucks!
Low prices.
It's another good reason to shop at Fred Meyer.
Here's 3 good reasons why Fred Meyer saves you money.
It's the same at Fred Meyer.
1. For younger-looking skin, use oil of Olay, just $4.27. 2. 20 pounds of Fred Meyer brand Wild Bird seed for just $3.49. And 3. Your car can get up to 15% better mileage with Penn Pride Gasohol Plus, only 67 cents. It's a sale at Fred Meyer. Don't miss it.
Well, the heavyweight champion of the Pacific Northwest and still the tag team champion, but fighting for it with his partner, Jay Youngblood.
Yeah, thank you, Frank. I'm coming out here to talk about something that happened last Sunday. And that was Buddy Rose taking the pride of the Pacific Coast. The belt that has been here for 45 years, Rose. You took it without even thinking twice, and you pitched that belt over the Fremont Bridge into the Willamette River, son. What you did not only hurt me, it hurt these people out here because they support us. Rose, I want you to listen, and listen close. You have been suspended from the Pacific Northwest by the Athletic Commission, by Don Owens, and who knows who else. Rose, you've sent the money back via your partner, Rip Oliver. Well, after we get finished whipping Rip Oliver and his friend tonight, son, Rose, you want a piece of the boy again, huh? You want a piece of the red man, huh? Well, that's fine, because I am not the Pacific Coast champion. I am the people's champion. I represent these people, and I represent them the best I can. Rose, you had to come up with the $2,500 for that belt. I'm not the one that cried. These people are the one that you hurt. You hurt these people real bad deep down inside. And when you hurt these people, brother, you hurt me too. Because like I said, I come here to represent the people of the Pacific Northwest. And I'm going to do everything in my will and my power to hold on to my belt. Who knows, you might have to get a new belt, and you might even have to present it to me. But you knew when you did that we took your livelihood away. We took all the girls that you talk about, that you have, all the Rolls Royce that you have, all the money that you claim you have. But without that belt, Rose, you don't have nothing. And without these people, Rose, you for sure don't have nothing. So like I said, when you threw that belt off, you threw a piece to me and you threw every one of these people. So in order for you to wrestle here, you had to come up with a $2,500 check. You did so. I'm going to ask Don Owens and make you present me the new belt with your money. And I want you to remember that, Rose, because when you do that, you know that it's going to hurt you deep down inside. But like I said, when I came here, I was going to get rid of you for what you did to me 3 years ago, put me in the hospital for 6 months. You took money away from me. You took pride away from me. You took my people away from me. You can do anything else, Rose, because you're no longer the Pacific Coast champion. I am, and they are.
Youngblood. We're going to be right back. Tom Peterson now, and I think I get a word to say about furniture at Tom Peterson's, and then Tom has a special word for you. We'll be right back.
Tom and I talk a lot about the great deals at Tom Peterson's on TVs, stereos, and appliances. And you know, here at the furniture store, I found the same great deals on price, terms, and selection. If you want recliners, wall units, sofa love seat combinations, dinettes, swivel chairs, wooden dinettes, accessories, traditional, and bedroom sets, this is the place. So when you think furniture, think Tom Peterson's.
At Tom Peterson, it's our winter parade of color TVs, as advertised this week in TV Click. You can choose from the foremost asked-for TV brands in America at Tom Peterson's, all at one special price. Your choice for 19-inch RCA, Zenith, GE, or Magnavox, only $399. Choose this RCA, $399. Choose this Zenith, $399. Choose this GE, $399, or choose this Magnavox, $399. Now that's Tom Peterson.
The Hood River Inn reminds you that the Columbia River Gorge is gorgeous any time of year. So escape the January blinds. Plan a mini vacation any Friday, Saturday, Sunday this month, and come alive. Call for a special January package of the Hood River Inn and stay Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night for only $68 for the two of you. Call for reservations now. The Hood River Inn, less than an hour away, where January is fine.
Third fall, naturally, with a siding fall coming up. Pacific Northwest Tag Team titles on the line. And it all comes down to right now. Oliver claiming it was an illegal blow that put him away. Don't know about that, but they don't waste any time getting started. Youngblood right at him. Judo chop. Whip into the ropes and drop kick. Nailed him with it. Insult via the airmail. Joe Lightfoot over in the corner. Tag out. Youngblood comes in. They're working on the blonde-haired, bearded one from Florida. Rip Oliver. Snapmare. Reverse leg drop. Covered with a body press. 1, 2, and flail kicked off. Not easy team to beat. No. Body by Lightfoot. Nails him now with the knee. Taking him into the corner for the whip. Near neutral corner, and he moved the ring by 6 inches. Goes upside down, comes out kicking. Nails Oliver. 1, 2, and that is all. Side headlock. Holds him up. The small package may have the pin. No. Able to throw him off at the count of 2. Judo chop. Covered with a body press. 1, 2, and a little left. Little life left. Lightfoot in. Working on Oliver. 1, 2, and he's able to get one shoulder up. A little double teaming coming up. We will see the Indians with the whip and the drop kick. Double drop kick. 1, 2, foot on the rope. Off the top turnbuckle, Lightfoot with a flying chop. Lays one into the midsection. 1, 2. Flail kicks off. It's all even at a fall apiece for the title. Flying. Well, he got him with the flying body press and shoulder. Jay Youngblood in as the Destroyer comes in to interfere. And watch out, they're going to put them together on the whip. Flying tackle, but Jay hit his head too. The Destroyer and Youngblood are both down. Lightfoot caught with a victory roll. 1, 2, Oliver and the Destroyer will win it. Joe Lightfoot got his head down, got caught with a victory roll.
In 3 minutes,
coming off the rope.
Winner of the third fall in the title.
He's getting the belts, but the winner, the Destroyer, and Rip Oliver.
Rip Oliver and the Destroyers.
Randy Moore not too gracious about giving him the title. And I've got to say that they won it in the middle of the ring. We're going to keep it right here. Youngblood not aware of what happened. He and the Destroyer collided out of control. Both went down. They did not see. Oliver came off the rope after the whip. Joe Lightfoot had his head down, going for a shoulder throw. And the years of experience that Oliver has paid off. He came flying off, went for the pin and got it. Called a victory roll, called the sunset flip. Either one that you want to call it. They won the championships. They took the title. Well, Jay Youngblood still retains the heavyweight champion of the Pacific Northwest. He does not have a belt to prove for it because of the belt going over the Fremont Bridge. That was ASA 65, incidentally, for those who care. Lightfoot, and you just almost have to call it an error. You have to call it a mistake. The new Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions, the Destroyer and Rip Oliver.
Frank Bonneman, I told you that me and Destroyer would be the next champions. We did it. Buddy Rose wasn't here. They can't complain about Buddy Rose interfering. We did it on our own, right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Frank Bonneman, we beat him right in the middle, and Playboy Buddy Rose isn't even here to see it. He's going to be so happy when we call him on a telephone and tell him what we've done. I've got it understood. I've paid Don Owens for the belt. The Playboy Buddy Rose next Saturday night will be here returning with a match with Jay Youngblood. It's already been signed. The Playboy will sign his in when he gets back.
You're in a few places around the valley this week in the Chehalis and that. You're going to be willing to put those up for a shot at anybody?
I think we have 30 days, don't we? We have 30 days, but we're true champions. We'll put them on the line when we feel the time is right. Now, we beat the champions. Buddy Rose will beat Jay Youngblood. He will get his belt back, and the Army will have all the Northwest belts tied up and wrapped around our waist, just the way we want it. And anyone wants a match with us, we're not running. We're proud champions. We'll decide when we want them on the line.
Okay, the match is made for next Saturday for the heavyweight